If only you had a glimpse into the conversations that we're having during these breaks. We're having a lot of fun here, and I hope you are too at home for the DreamHack PUBG Showdown. We have 2 more maps to go, and we'll be going to Erangel here for those next 2, of course. And again, our first Erangel brings a sense of normality a little bit more back to the lobby with the nice planes, safe circles, etc. Well, safe circles, as safe as you can be in a BR. Gentlemen, going into the next match, who impressed you in our first Erangel, starting with Hypoc to get things going?
I mean, Zenith fighting their way in from that fight with Blaze, for me, that they execute that really well. Shout out to Mystery on that one, and taking up an aggressive flank to try and get up onto Potato. Unfortunately, the third party did come out, which again was a good push from Brute as well. But Zenith, we've talked about them a couple of times now, Toby. First Miramar game with that aggressive split and then the foot rotation out as well.
Yeah.
So they're quietly doing work, although it may not, massively reflect in the points. For me, on a macro level, I think that they're making some really good decisions.
Toby, thoughts?
No, a team that I feel like we haven't really touched too much on, but the only, the team that is the closest actually right now to Blaze in terms of the C group teams is Brood. We haven't really, there hasn't been that one pop-off Brood game so far, I feel like, but they've still managed to hold theirs. They're sitting around 8 points on average per game, so it's a pretty decent performance come out of them. And I think if they can maintain and continue to do that both today and tomorrow, they're going to be in top 8 pretty much guaranteed. They're just not a team that I can think back now and say, when was it that Brood came to earn their 30 points? It's been just all the way through. They've been getting the points they've had to during the games.
Yeah, steady climb. 13th at the moment, as you mentioned, with that 30 points. So obviously that steady climb is probably going to pay dividends at one point or another when you've got what we would consider to be a relatively strong roster compared to some of the rest of the lobby, I suppose, as that does unfold. As we look at their placements, like 4th place in the previous game, 3rd place before that, another 4th place. So extremely consistent Hypoc.
Exactly.
That's the kind of thing that you're going to want in a tournament like this when you're playing against a relatively unknown lobby to you day to day.
Yeah, I think with these online lobbies, the placement is the hardest consistency to tie down. In these, if you want to play like an aggressive edge play or even just, aggressive in terms of kill points, that's, easier for teams that, have fraggers on the roster and a good IGL that can identify when to take those team fights. But consistently placing well in these, the kill points will come with it. So getting down the placement for me is always the trickier task. So it's great to see them really tie that down.
Yeah, that's a really good point. In this level, it's easy to shoot, but it can be difficult to get to the spots where you need to be. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We're going to a break, and when we return, we are going to have more Erangel Remastered. We'll see you in a few.
Just let it be a sign. Oh, hey, oh. There is only one of you. Oh, hey, oh. You can be whatever gets you through. glow. Let the morning rain make the day anew. Can't even see our hands, but just reach out and you'll find me still carrying on.
2 more games to go as we cross the halfway mark, I should say, of today. We've just finished off one at rank. We've got 2 more to go. And we were just talking about some of the teams now, Hyper, coming into this game. And while Brood is a team that clearly has figured out the path and how to get the placement points down, as you said from the very start of the game, a lot of what will get you that top 8 spot in this is going to be the kills. And that's where they've been falling off. Maybe that's why we haven't really been seeing them too much, other than the Brood is in the end game again.
Yeah, and I think, the time will be the factor of that. The kill points eventually come from that, but maybe looking to get a bit more aggressive in the mid game. Maybe talking about these greedy splits like we were at the start of today. Maybe we'll pick them up a couple more, a bit of a buffer in terms of kill points as well. But fantastic to see them rotate well, get themselves into a good position. It's just a shame to see them kind of not reap the full reward from that.
Yeah, exactly. And whether it's going to be them going more aggressive to get kills, or maybe it's going to be them just hitting shots they're not hitting, we're not sure. We'll have to wait and see as we are headed in to game number 5 of the day. And is this a repeat of last game? Ansvar had to take a party break. So just like, can we just show them game 4 again?
Just show the VOD, roll the VOD, and we'll recast it. No, okay.
That is literally the exact same playing path.
Pretty much, yeah. So again, it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, all eyes initially going to go towards Zenith, who have pulled out much earlier on the plane. Yeah, this is the thing I was saying. Having a wrangle 3 times, it gives you an opportunity, right? This happened in game 1, game 2, and 3. Let's change things up. Let's avoid that early game, weirdness and get ourselves out elsewhere. But Besiktas obviously drop into a very similar pattern. So. Zenith have got themselves a lot of space now, so it's not necessarily the end of the world to kind of switch up. They've got God Compound and a couple of compounds to the west of that as well. We do see Diamond and Entropy again going. Is this? Are they coming to
No, it's Quantum and Entropy heading into Pachinki, it seems.
Oh no, sorry, I mean Entropy over at School and Apps. You're right though. We do have Quantum and Entropic in Pachinki, so massive contest coming out here. Maybe this is a game 1 switch up on the because it wasn't Quantum here before, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking why. I mean, it's not that I'm opposed to a good hot drop, but in the situation that they're both in right now, not having as many points as they would probably want, this seems like a unnecessary fight to take. We'll see. Maybe they want to make some space for them into the final game. We are going to head towards the west. At least for now, it could shift back somewhat send up, but there's going to be a lot of teams. We'll have to traverse from somewhere towards the east towards the further west. Yeah,
and as you can see already, the molly coming out from Double here. He's got the Pumpy, the trusty Pumpy, going to push into the ground floor of the build. I'm not sure who it is above him, but he's got himself an ump and a pump now. He's looking equipped. This is like any pub game hot drop you've ever seen. Actually close, going to actually drop out the other side. So he's kind of trying to duke his way away from Double here. There's already been some damage onto him, so this looks like it could be a kill conversion here for Double.
Let's see, the UMP buffed as ever actually works out in his favor too. Hipfire is all he needs to get the knock and the kill, and that's going to be close 11. First one to fall as Entropic find themselves a kill in this one. And does that mean that guys, now we got a kill, now we can back off? Or is that guys, we got a kill, let's go hunt them down?
In the situation of a hop drop, I'd say if you get the early first kill, absolutely stack up as 4, start zerging the remaining players that you know. They should be able to identify kill still is solo over on the north, whether or not they push that first or they take the 4v2 with Red Sea and Bogdanilla over on the south side of the road. But definitely for me, you want to send a message now. If you get the first kill, you want to send a message. Don't drop here again.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. It's a it's one of those situations where you looted here one time and now there's all of a sudden like, where did these guys come from? Yeah. Also because it's on the exact same plane path. Had it been 2 very different planes, that would have been another story, because it's like, okay, maybe they just couldn't go there last time, but now they can and now they will. But it's 2 identical games, but one team opts to do something not completely different, but different enough that you get caught by surprise. So I agree with you completely. Make them think twice about ever doing that again.
Yeah, and then again, it's maybe they just thought, you know, Quantum last game. I'm not sure I can remember off the top of my head where they dropped, but they might just say, look, we don't want to mess around with the other two teams that dropped on our spot, so let's just take the hot drop. You know, ultimately, Pachinki is geographically a great place to drop, and you've got open rotations and stuff because not many other teams really mess with Pachinki if it's occupied.
True.
So maybe they're just prioritizing. They're saying, look, we'd rather do this than mess around with two other teams over on the east side by Milta, for example.
One of the things that's interesting to me about Pachinki is that we see so many cities like Yasnaya, we see South George, North George. Oh, let's hold that thought for a second. Let's see. Oh, I thought it was going to take full damage and go down because of it, but no, stays alive. But Pachinki is the one city that people just can't share. There is enough space in Pachinki that you can loot two teams if you wanted to, but it's like there's a magnet in it. You see billion times you see a sniper looted by two teams. South George, North George, you name it, it can be looted by two teams. They'll back off and they go elsewhere. Pachinki is like, no, we have to fight for Pachinki. You know, it's like they're forced to.
Well, what event was it where we saw C9 and Liquid share this, and it ultimately ended up ruining both of their games because they didn't commit to the fight. Both teams played it very passively.
We don't talk about FaceIt Global Summit in here.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I wouldn't know. I wasn't there, so
yeah. But no, I'm trying to figure out. I mean, they do it South George. That's what they were doing last game. I was trying to think of it. They went South George last game and they had it to themselves. Team Quantum, why do you
bizarre
go
then?
Yeah, why do you go into Pachinki when you have the exact same playing path and South George to yourself? I don't know. I can't. It's not always that I can mind my way through what other people think, but I would like to hear from them at some point.
Nice back there from Hawkeye. Actually, some backup with the AK onto Bogdanilla now. Entropic. I'm not sure how they've managed to get round onto the south side, and Quantum now occupying the south side of the road in Pachinki, but this is a weird wrap from Entropic, and see this now it's taken a lot of time. As we do see Killsto actually going to get a knock onto Nowick, going to get the flush as well. So Entropic maybe being a bit cautious on this is going to be their demise, Toby.
And now I ask you again, do you go for the kills or do you try and back off?
I mean, at this point, you're committed. Again, you've traded one kill back. Now, you know, if you can come out as 3 players with 4 kill points, you know, so be it. Hawkeye going to get the knock onto Bogdanilla there, though. Now I want to see Entropic take control of this team fight. You can see another knock. There you go. Double going to get kill still down. There's the final wipe. Reggie going to get the final kill with the ump. And there, see, now you're in a position where we're 6 minutes in. You got 4 kill points. You got a little bit of breathing room.
Sure.
That's the position you want to be in.
This is where, in my mind or my book, that if you're Quantum now and you get an Easter and play next game, so you're forced to go a 3rd place, that's going to mess your game up completely.
Yep. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's now their decision has kind of forced them onto the back foot for the final Wrangle game. They're going to have to play cautiously in the final game of the day.
Yeah. I mean, they could try and go back towards South George. I actually didn't see if anyone went South George instead of them this time around. I'm pretty sure that... no, Archie didn't even go there either. Archie were the ones looting over towards Hospital last game, but neither of them opted to go north in this plane. So I don't know. Maybe another team will go, oh, now they went Pachinki last game. We'll just go South George instead of the next game. And then they have to hot drop again, right?
I mean, looking at it, they've got a total of 6 points so far today. So maybe it was just let's try and pick ourselves some kill points up. You actually see Relegats actually zooming past in the Dacia. Going to take a lot of damage. The Dacia is smoking already. Oh, can't connect the last one. But this rotation trap by Q set up by Domination.
I can't feel but thinking that Horseman would have blown up that vehicle had he not swapped away from a 27-bullet AK to try and tap with an SLR.
Maybe just wasn't fancying the range. I guess Ants far agreeing with you a little bit there.
With me. The car was literally on fire, and he
probably had a
second
camera on the car. HP. He knows.
Yeah, that was a good double kill that they just missed out on there. But of course, it's always easy to be hindsight smart. Let's see, who are you? They're going to rotate north around, and here are the remaining RG players. They're going to
Okay, that's interesting. Why would they drive over the same bridge 20 seconds
they saw them leave. They saw them. They were sitting in Cube and heard them leave.
Okay.
Yeah. They heard them leave.
I didn't know they were in Cube already.
No, they knew. They knew. Let's look down towards the south. Mutiny, they're leaving military. We had one military game yesterday, which went in the way of, I believe, AR1. Also, the team that landed looted there. Was it Austrian Force? Actually, no, I don't remember. One of the two teams with an A to begin with their name, were looting military and also won it. And it's kind of funny because people always go, oh, but you should win it when you're a military. Let's hold that thought for a second. No, you pop your own tire.
Well, the nade's going to come out. The nade looks pretty good. Jones is going to look for an off angle here. The nade will explode, not get the knock. Apocalypse getting the backup on. There you go. Apocalypse going to get both knocks. Kiliakai and Jones will fall for Austrian Force here. Rip will be able to get the first aid off. Great support coming in from Apocalypse.
Yes, he is gonna he's gonna like do a gifted sub or something on his channel after this game is over because he just saved the spot. He was in all sorts completely caught in the wrong there, and he gets oh my lord, that's a Western shift. I feel like this is a repeat of what we saw yesterday. I believe it was game 1. The first Wrangle game we saw yesterday. I remember Tuffy's and Martin Amateur going like, oh, that's a Western shift. And Tuffy was like, yep, that is a Western shift. And now we get to see one more of them. Actually,
looking at the map, it's looking like Lars is actually going to pick up potentially.
They're chasing in the blue.
Yeah, the two players from Austrian Force are going to be low, though. Whether or not they opt to stop here on the edge and heal up.
They're trying to be signed by 2017 TSM.
Really? Yeah. That's word on the street, is it?
Yeah, that's the strat. If you can get signed by 2017 TSM, then you're in for a good one.
Fair enough, but looking like Austrian Force going to pull away. Maybe go towards the crate, actually, Toby. I don't know if they've spotted this out, but
might as well take it if you're going that way anyway.
I mean, there's nobody close by, right?
Yeah, exactly. One of those yoink moments. Let's see, double tap swaps on over to the SKS. Glad to see people using the I don't want to say my DMR of choice because I always pick up an SLR, but I would also always play an SKS with attachments.
Zenith picking up 3 knocks onto Besiktas Academy. Now we can see actually trying to recover from this 2 downs over here. Do you have the last member of Besiktas Academy over on the other side of the bridge here? Going to get picked up. Going to get rocked down. There you go. The trade comes in from Mystery. Fantastic work there. The counter peak from Mystery. And you get the clean wipes. So Zenith going to pick themselves up 4 kill points and should be able to get this off. But the third party onto Radio Tower always problematic. Sunny actually going to knock Flammy down. You can hear the tags coming in.
That's a tough angle too.
This is the problem when you take a fight on Radio Tower. There's so many different spots that can see you.
Especially early on in the game when all those compounds are still in play. Mystery is tough choice. Tough to kind of jump ahead of him, trying to get both of them up. But it does seem like he will be able to do so. Like, unlike the fact that they crawled away from that US as well, because it's not in the best of shape anymore.
Mystery's got some big balls to stick that when the smoke was fading as well. Fair play to him.
And sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and pros never fake, as they say, right? So might as well just go for it. Who are you and Blaze wrapping north around? I believe Apocalypse must have seen one of the Who Are You players, and they will go over Cube. Or if they're going all the way over, I feel like that's too late. Yeah, exactly. I was expecting them to cross early, because if they try to wrap all the way north around, which could be a Blaze thing to do, they're taking too much blue for, like, there's no reason to, simply.
Yeah, and then again, they've had a long rotation coming from Shelter all the way in here. I don't think it's worth taking any risks now that they've got this close, even though they're not going to be able to get themselves, a god spot in the circles. You can see Double open up again with the suppressed SKS. Not going to land anything initially. Does get a return shot from Trico? Yeah. Sure.
That took me a half year to get that one right too.
Okay, you got 6 months. You got 6 months on me. That's fair enough. There's always a couple of names I don't want to commit to the first time. You know when it's like as a caster, you get a DM after the game. It's like, that is not how you say it.
Yeah, and then you go, well, maybe then you should have a name that actually makes sense.
I remember once actually, I actually DM'd Lee D-Man on Twitter. He was calling me Hippoc for the longest time.
Hippoc. That sounds like a D-Man thing to do.
The best thing is I DM'd him, told him, and then he carried on doing it. You got to respect that.
Then it's just one of those, you know what I mean? Now it's your own fault. Now you're forcing me to do it, right?
I mean, the best thing was it then stuck. Other people started calling me Hippoc as well, so fair enough.
And now you are just Hippoc.
Yep.
Yeah, we can do that if you want to. See the next circle. Those ships down towards the south. Swamp is in the center, and we're running out of compounds, but there are some open field positions to play around. I've seen a lot of these circles lately over towards the west, and I'm expecting these guys to be ready for it. But as I say that, Keanu has himself an upside down. No. Oh, my lord. I thought that was an upside down US, but that was just a bike and a crate.
I mean, he's going to pick himself up the level 3 figure. They're going to pull up onto Mutiny here, though. Uxik coming out, trying to get an angle onto this crash here, but only 2 members. in close proximity. Zubila will open up onto Keanu. He's going to go down initially, and actually, sorry, they're actually split crashing this right now. They're going to get a second knock here, and as you see in the kill feed as well, Bacon going to fall. So 2 kills going over to Mutiny here, and actually, there you go. This is just chaos over here by this compound, Toby.
They wanted to be the ham in the sandwich. Like they literally just laid themselves down on the piece of bread there, and they go down because of it. That was in my book, misread. Yes, you take the shoreline and try to rotate around, but you don't push into that compound phase 3 when you're laid on it anyway.
Fair play to Mutiny defending that as 2, though. They have a little bit of support from the south, but I mean, that's a risky position to be in. 2-man split into that compound and getting crashed by 4. They did have a little bit of help from Zenith and Domination, but
I'm seeing 4 in a vehicle. This is not good. Get out of the car as fast as you can. Please get out.
No,
please stop driving. Stop there. 4 inside that car. Get the hell out of there.
Oh, no. No. Oh, they're dead. They're dead. You can't stop there. You can't stop there. Now Zenith are thinking that can't be a full team. There's no way. They're throwing down 35 smokes to try and get these reses off, but I don't know what it's worth. I don't know what it's worth resing here. They need to commit to pushing the compound or get somewhere else. They've already got out of the vehicle, Toby.
I am very confused by what I'm seeing right now. There's a very easy 3-piece lying in there if you can get a nade. Unfortunately for Flammy, throw his nade towards the wrong smoke, and now let's see if they can hold off. This push has to come in, as you said. I mean, they can't sit down there for too much longer, and I would assume for Nixie to expect it to happen.
Yeah, actually Zenith playing this one. I'm not sure if they read the situation incorrectly. Oh my god!
What the hell just happened? And look at this, it's actually Team Diamond who are getting all the kills from the side.
Wow, that would have been the most epic moment ever. If that blown up US just flattened all 3 of them.
I would have laughed my ass off. That would have been hilarious. But they do go down in flames regardless. Flammy finds the double with the Molotov, and Relegats again fall down early. Zenith already 7 kills in this game.
I mean, great stuff from them. They obviously picked up the 4 up on the radio tower and now got themselves into a position that, usually doesn't grant that many kills. The ice cream shop here. Roth actually making a YOLO send into the swamp. As you can see, Junsky get a nice opening tag. Oh, the click. And you see the little mouse wiggle there. He was frustrated with that one, but should have been a free kill for Junsky there.
You'd have to think so. They need to hold him off too. And the thing is, they wanted to get this fight over with so they can start rotating, but they're in a 3v4. And now that now that the Penguins know they have them right over the edge, they have to take the fight to them. I mean, they can't go into their cars and try and rotate around, because as soon as they do, they'll be peeking over the top. So this is going to be an on-foot 3v4 fight in favor of the Penguins that now know exactly where they are.
Yeah, and this is one of the things that Junsky peeking back over here, going to try and get some damage into. I think it was Bogart over on there, but Scooby getting the knock onto Kuhn now should open this up for them to be aggressive. Bogart's actually all the way up onto this tree here with the 3x, unfortunately losing out to the red dot spray of Junsky. He's going to be down to 16 HP again. Going to try and stick a first aid kit, but now Hellscream, the last member up for Nuclear Pigeons, going to smoke off, maybe try and stick this res to get them back up to 2 on their feet. That smoke was no good at all. And now you can see Mover putting some damage in from afar. He's going to be tanking blue. This is really bad for Nuclear Penguins.
Is that the down level? Like, is that the downscaled penguin is a pigeon? You said nuclear pigeons. I was just thinking, I didn't know if that was on purpose. Yeah, I was like, is that what happens when you're not good enough to be penguin? You become a pigeon? Might be.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, we just go with it.
I didn't even pick up on it, but sure, yeah, okay. I'm going to be doing that for the rest of the day now.
The nuclear pigeons. Yeah. And then when they win the moment game, it's calling the nuclear eagles. That has a pretty good ring to it too.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they ascend through the rank.
Exactly, ranks of birds. That's interesting. And Tropic, well, they're playing a little bit on the back foot here. They have full-on Besiktas pushing up on them on the south side, and they know there's a fight to be taken in just a short moment. One little pull. There you go. Honky goes down, and if you're Reggie, you just want to get the hell out of there. And that's exactly what he's doing.
You can see double sending it on the 2C again, some air in the background as well, but Reggie, he's still not taking a hit yet, actually. Besiktas, oh, there we go, there you go. But now double, I think, is going to maybe look back his way, try and give some support and fire, but not an awful lot he can do for his teammate other than pray. And actually, there you go. BenQ5 actually going to get knocked with a Mini 14 onto double as he tried to peek over to the south there. Domination will fall. Horseman finally going down. Diamond, I want to see their kill stack because we've seen them in the kill feed a lot, Toby. And Zenith is the only one I know that's... Okay, so they're up to 4 now. We did see them doing a lot of damage, actually, previously on that fight over on the western side. So I'm surprised they're only on 4. But again, not necessarily a terrible position to be moving into with 32 members up.
We'll see. They're playing this north side. I mean, again, Diamond hasn't really been a team to rack up kills early game so far. The games they've had the most kills and has been like post phase 6. They've just started clearing up the table, just like Blaze has been doing, right?
How has he got that there? There's a buggy up on the roof.
Just parking, you know?
I mean, yes, an additional cover on the roof.
Just parking forehead.
Yeah. Now Zenith opting to stick 4 into the planks inside the swamp. You see,
is that a good call? Don't you like it?
I'm actually, it's growing on me. It's growing on me.
It's fast to say, easy to communicate to your teammates, and everyone knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, but there's a couple of changes to Swamp actually in terms of the terrain, right? That little bit of water cut out there. Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen that before. The little bit more water around the Wizard Tower, and then another bridge down to the south. So this is again Ansvar showing off all the lovely views. Thank you very much. Shout out to him on the Observing today. We can take a look at how beautiful the new Erangel actually is.
I'm sitting and wondering, if you're Diamond in this situation, of course you want to wait for the next circle to pop before you do anything over aggressive, but where do you play this from? Do you try and push alongside the kind of the bank of the swamp around, or do you go all the way north on this? There was Zenith, 7 kills already and 4 up. They're about to take a fight to Mutiny.
Yeah, and actually that 3-nade there from Zenith, I'm not sure who that was that threw that nade down there, maybe Roth, but did actually do half damage with that, so great heads up to expect the crash there and be ready for it. Mutiny actually going to go down to Laza, and actually Roth getting a follow-up onto Granulus, and now they're getting pinched by 2 teams here as they tried to pull up.
Half the remaining teams are looking into the swamp, and when you start rotating with vehicles down there, everyone will have their eyes in that direction. Mutiny thought they had the master IQ play. Unfortunately, I was going to think they might even be running into that nade too. It would have been unfortunate. But what they thought was going to work out easy peasy, push towards Zenith, is now coming to cost them.
I mean, just to come back to that point, though, now that Diamond are hearing all of this, if they see this in the kill feed, there's 3 different teams. They should be able to place those shots. What I want to see them do is move around next to the Invisibles and use that bridge so they can give themselves a little bit of space to work with. Right now, they're in a position where you can actually see now on the minimap it's actually happening. Faye! Getting the knock on the Knicks through the little slatted window. That's a tiny little gap to get that headshot through with the car. It was an M24 actually.
M24, yeah, exactly. Tricky shot to take. Let's see. Now the push does come in Mutiny. They haven't given up on the plan yet. They have 6 kills already. They're only 2 alive, though. They're going up as a pretty good stack inside the house. I don't think anyone want to fight this one, Boop. Let's see FBI open up. We're coming in. I'm not sure this one's going to go the way they wanted to. Granola down already. Superlies opponents everywhere trying to stay alive, but he is forced to prone down, fortunately. He'll take on me. This is going to be tough. There's no way in hell he survives here.
No, that angle from Zubula really nice. Now, Roth's trying to counter peek off it. Will land the shots. They go Mutiny, go out in 10th place. Great defense from Zenith there. And actually, heads up play from Mutiny. They saw the M24 knocking the kill feed, and they said, right, that's our opportunity. We got to go now.
Yeah, exactly. That was the only play they had to make. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough for them to stay alive. And look down towards the south of Brood. Again, we don't talk about them all that much, but they're here. They're finding placement points soon, and they're finding knocks as well. Fortunately, they haven't been translating those into kills just yet, but a triple knock on towards Besiktas now could potentially be focused on making that nade, though. Could be real close. Finds Crowley.
And now the return nade coming back out from Jerdy onto the tree. Won't get anything with that, but Meta going to try and follow up with a second. Is that bouncing past the rock? Oh,
just showed. Just showed.
Another nade coming. Oh, it's a molly. Is that going to spread?
I don't
Do you know the spread on the new molly?
That one seems these.
Oh my lord! Look at the gap.
That one is good.
Another one
is good. Wait.
No
way. He's still alive. He does get the knock on to Journey, though. So now it's Crowley somehow, and he's going, how? Wait, I Molotov that thing 3 times.
He's on fire
still
now.
Alive? I mean, he is going to, I would assume, stay alive. Yes, he will. He was not expecting one more person to be on that rock at all.
And they've got the solo, though, from Austrian Force. Zoka coming up, seeing all of this in the kill feed. You can hear it. And here you go. He's going to pick himself up the knock. He's going to get both of them. He got the confirm onto Jerdy and then the insta-kill onto Crowley. So great work there from Zoka to pick them up. 2 kill points there, capitalizing on that situation perfectly. But Team Brute, again.
Yeah.
They're there. Not a great placement considering, but, you know, he got themselves some kills to boot. And actually a really impressive team right here. Diamond Diamond actually did exactly what I wanted them to do. Utilize this ridge while they had the space and the time to do it. Now they're looking to pressure Entropy back inside the observatory.
Yeah, exactly. This is the best side to push the observatory to because there are no windows on this side. You only have to open doors to peek through. If they're open on the other way, it's really difficult to defend any push coming in from that north side. They do have to make sure, though, there's no one looking from the swamp side of things and pushing that direction. So I like the fact that they're going up to just show them we're here. Don't go to us. Don't go to us. We're here. And then fall back down to make sure that no one's wrapping around. Smart play by Team Diamond.
Yeah, and actually Entropy now in a tricky position because they haven't really got a viable way to push south just because it's just a big open valley and they can't risk another team being down there, even though we know it's just one solo down there from, I think, Entropic. Yeah, he is. You can actually see him. He's pretty close actually on the dirt road there, but Entropy definitely don't want to take the risk of rotating south into that valley for free. Diamond are going to be able to backstab them if they catch wind of them moving out of the observatory, and ultimately it's just too much of a risk with Swamp still being in play.
They have to just play on lockdown right now. I mean, they're a little quarantined in that observatory. Just sit and wait and hope the next circle goes towards you and maybe you can grind some placements off it because they know every single time they peek out a window anywhere, whether there's upstairs or downstairs, there's going to be people with like a full view of those windows just waiting to pop hits.
Yeah, there is. And actually, BenQ5 getting some nice tags onto Mystery there. Zenith up to 9 kills now after defending the crash from Mutiny. They're going to have to slowly play the way. That's actually a great circle for them. They're going to be in a position to potentially hold Diamond because Diamond have to crest over this hill to either take control of the high ground or push around to Zenith's side. So
do you wrap north around if you're Diamond? Do you wrap all the way around?
I mean, for me, I take the fight with the high ground here. I don't push this push onto Zenith is much more difficult than getting some head peeks over and using the ridge to your advantage. They need to get an open knock onto Entropy if they want to do so. It's not a great position to be in, but you can see now they're trying to use the space as best they can. That's the right decision for me.
Yeah, I'm thinking what we're seeing right here as well. Wrap all the way northeast around and see if you can make your way into the circle from below because you only have one team to worry about, and that's really your Austrian fools, and they're miles away already kind of locked down and focusing on another team. If you can, like, you have to go now. That's the issue. The circle's closing.
Yeah,
it's phase 7. You can't play it.
Exactly.
You've got to commit to it right now, or else you will have to be pushing forward in vision of the observatory that you're trying to avoid.
Yeah, and as you can see, actually, that ridge lines up perfectly for them. They're just very wary of a solo or, a team snaking in on this side. But BenQ5 looking like he's going to try and get aggressive round with this rotation. Zoka going to catch wind of this. I think he just spotted him, actually, yeah. Did he just spot them?
He's a solo, though. He can't really go for the shot, I feel like.
No, he needs to back away to the other side of the rock. But ultimately, Blaze, actually, we haven't talked about them yet. They're still stacked up on the minimap. You can see them. Mystery will confirm the down of Nyx to get another kill on the board for Zenith. 10 kills now, them on the board for them. Entropy will get a knock onto Diamond. Scofa will fall to, what did we say it was? Trico? Trico.
Yeah.
I'll just let you say that name from now on.
Trico. Yeah, I think it's just Trico. Just Trico.
Trico.
Yeah. You can do whichever you see fit. You're probably going to see him, and then you have to continue to stay back.
And actually, Zoka going to find himself moving off the rock onto the tree. Got a bit of smoke cover here. Rip just looking for some mini 14 spam in. But like I said, Blaze still 4 up. And they've got 6 kills. Yeah,
it could very easily be one of those. Maybe they already have 2 12-kill wins, right? And let's see how they play it from here. If they can somehow clear out Zenith, they will have all the room in the world to utilize on the western side of this circle. Let's see Faye. He gets 1. But again, this observatory is very temporary for them. They need to get out of here somehow, and it's really up to Zenith and Diamonds and holding them off, and the push is coming in the other side. That's great info for Zenith.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And there you go. Nick's actually going to get a nice off angle. Going to get Faye down. Just laying weight on the edge of that ridge. Ooh! BTM actually turning on Roth. Roth gets his face ripped off.
Trico finds one as well, goes down immediately in return. Now BTM is there. I mean, these guys are fighting all over, but unfortunately, there's so many opponents in the nearby vicinity that I'm not sure exactly what BTM can do at this point, other than try and maybe stay alive for a little while longer and see if he can grind some placement points out of it. Trico is a lost cause, I'm afraid. Not a whole lot he can do to get him up. Just crawl your way forward and hopefully see the kill feed crumble. Nope, not
there you go.
happen.
Nyx will close that one out. The Diamond losing 3 members up to 7 kills, though, so not necessarily the worst thing. I think he's going to have a little bit of... Ooh, I forgot about the Entropic Snake. I forgot about Reggie. He's literally been there. Well, since the fight with Besiktas, right?
Yeah, that's like phase 4. Yeah. That's phase 4. And he's going to find his way into top 5 now as well. That is, well, everything considered, pretty decent. Nice spray from Nixie. Great shooting there. Lanza falls. The rest should be pretty simple, though, as I say that. Nixie does go down too, so... Nick's thesis there. Zenith have been doing great job today. Blaze, the exact same thing. Austrian Force and Entropic, we haven't seen too much from, but there might just be a chance for them to do something here. Only solo players, so they need these two teams to fight each other off first.
That's it. Now it's an interesting position for Blaze to be in because they still have to worry about the solo behind them. If they get overzealous here, Zoka could come up, and if he just gets one knock or maybe even two knocks, as we see Apocalypse pushing onto Roth, we'll get the opposite knock on Zenith. Now Blaze are going to push up Rip with the headshot onto Mystery. Mystery does get the return knock onto Apocalypse before going down, but now Zenith back against the wall as Blaze trying to aggress onto their side of the circle. Nick's now found a little mountain goat spot in between these rocks. Probably just going to wait this one out. He's still in the circle, but we know that it's going to go to the star. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's an oopsie.
And he gave away his spot.
It was stretched, you know. He got one more placement point because of it.
Are we going to see another 12-kill win?
It seems very likely.
Blaze just got the recipe for 12-kill wins.
It seems very likely. As I say that, Nixie finds one. Nope, not gonna happen. Will Sucker go down to the blue? I think he knows at this point that it's a 1v4. Will you deny? Sucker, we'll try and see what you can get here.
Break the 12-kill win curse for Blaze, please.
That would be insane.
Ooh, MK. I didn't know he had an MK on his back.
Oh, is he going out to the blue? No, he's throwing smoke. See,
he's moving in. The MK, you know, it inflates everybody's ego a little bit. They wanna chow. They wanna take them. There you go.
No, he goes down to the blue.
No.
Oh, not even good enough to get a 12-kill win. But they do get the win regardless. Blaze, 1 win on each map today, and just off of those 3 out of the 5 games they've played, they have been able to accumulate no wait, I can't even do math now. I was going to say 55 kills, but 35 kills. That's insane.
Yeah, no, it is. And then ultimately, that's the kind of consistency we're talking about in terms of placement and matching the kills to boot. The Kalaris brought up in the break. That's how you want to see a team nail the consistency. They're placing well and they're being decisive in the end game, and that ultimately is leading to them picking up double-digit kills in a win. You can't argue with that. And if you're doing it consistently, again, that's how you win events.
I mean, I can't say it any better myself. Of course, I mean, Diamond and Zenith having good games too, so it's not just a Blaze stay, regardless of them, of course, coming out on top more often than not. But other teams are showing this consistency to Brood again. Almost, I wanted to see that 3-piece being converted into 4 kills and maybe a better placement point, but they got found in the end. So unfortunate for them, but 5 points still obtained. Decent game, getting to placement points once more.
Yeah, and again, to see Diamond again place, top 5, that's fantastic to see. Again, unfortunate scenario in this game, but you can shrug that off when you've had a couple of good games.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're going to take a short break, guys. One more match coming your way today before it's going to be the end for Group A. We'll see how Group C will do tomorrow. Before that, still a game left to play. Stick around. We'll see you again real soon.
And that is game number 5 done as well here for Erangel Remastered with Blaze, another victory. That's a Chicken Dinner World Tour in one day, in one sitting, in 5 maps. That's crazy stuff. Blaze really doing very, very well, starting things off. I have Hip-Hop as well as Toby here joining me to get things going. How are you guys doing? You enjoyed that game, hey Toby?
Yeah, it was good fun. It was good fun. I mean, and it's interesting to me that we see the same teams over and over find their way to late game in very, very different circles. Now, I've always talked of Swamp as the Sanok of Erangel, because you have all these small obstacles here and there. And in the late game, when you have like really in Swamp like we did there, it plays out a lot. Like you would see your Sanok game third parties all over the place and whatnot. And then there's, I mean, you can see the leaderboards here as well. It's insane to me that Diamond managed to do so well in so many different games, and the fact that Nixie has as many kills on his own as Entropy has been able to bring in all together is wild.
And overall,
fun little shade. I like that.
The stats are talking, not me. Sorry.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. I got to ask you, Hypok, looking at this, how it has played out so far, because obviously yesterday, Fast Play Wildcats coming in with 77 points in one day was big, huge. But then Blaze Esports has still got one game on the books left to play, and they got 72 points so far. That is mind-blowing.
Yeah, I mean, trailing by 8 kills on Wildcats' performance from yesterday. But again, you can see the marker here. Diamond, middle of the pack yesterday. They performed pretty well today. They're only at 85 points. 5 games, 72 points. Fantastic place for Blaze to be in. And, you know, like you said, the 3rd chicken dinner in 5 games. Just unbelievable stuff from them. They're looking so decisive in the late game, and it's really kind of making them stand out from the other teams.
Yeah, really not showing any signs of slowing down either. There's the potential they could just have another big game as well, if anything is to be said from these 5 games. So there were moments in that game that did stand out, to say the least. Relegat's unfortunate position. Stephen King could not have wrote a more disastrous situation. That was 10,000 smokes into a car chasing them after it blows up into 2 dying at the very end from a molly. What, Hypok, what on earth?
No words. I mean, the decision making there, the teams at this level should know not to drive through that field, especially that late in the game. You know somebody's going to be radio tower. You know there's going to be a team lurking on the north side of the swamp. They drove towards the ice cream, and unfortunately, once you get to that point where you pass radio tower and you can't play there, there's then 5 compounds that can see you in that small like downslope on the edge of radio tower hill. Once you're in that point, it's like, okay, well, at this point, you know, we are going to die. It's just we're choosing where to die.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. All right, well, thank you very much, gents. It's time for a break, and when we return, it's our final game of the day. We'll see you in just a few.